What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, and we are back for a deep dive that is quite overdue and has been in the works for a great deal of time. And in that regard, I wanted to thank both Yvonne, who has sent me a great many things, including recently a batch of CDs, including the Greatest Hits Rock and Soul Part 1 compilation from Daryl Hall and John Oates, known most regularly or commonly as Hall and Oates. And I also want to thank Lori, a great friend of the channel who started following, I think, through the Duran Duran deep dive, but who's also into some other things. And she shared a track by Thomas Dolby with me a while back that I did a reaction to, and who actually worked, I think, as the moderator, or essentially she ran a fan site for Hall & Oates, and as a result ended up meeting them and has this personal history with them. And she had mentioned this to me, and I was like, oh, I don't know a lot of their work, but I know a few of their tunes, and they have this great soul pop sort of vibe, and I'd be very keen to go through their material. And she tried to make that happen. I think someone she knew was going to provide some material, but then that ended up not happening, so I wasn't able to start the deep dive a couple years ago. And as such, I've always been keen to go through some Hall & Oates material, and maybe to hear some songs of theirs I've never known. And again, that's why I am so thankful for Yvonne sending me this Greatest Hits CD. Now on here are a handful of songs I do know, including the one we're going to listen to right now, Maneater, but also I Can't Go For That, No Can Do, Sarah Smile, She's Gone. So a few of these I am pretty familiar with, though I don't think I've heard any of them in recent years, which will make it very nice to reconnect with some of these tunes, in particular Maneater, which is why I wanted to start with this one. But yeah, there's a number of songs on here that I've never seen or I'm not familiar with by name. So yes, and ultimately I'm hoping this is just the first chapter in a larger multi-phase Hall & Oates journey. So again, my own experience with them is pretty limited to a handful of hit songs, but I certainly remember hearing some of them when I was younger. I remember hearing Maneater when I was a kid and absolutely loving it. And I think it is one of the pivotal tracks which instilled a lifelong love of the saxophone in me. And in that regard, shout out to Charles DeChant, is that how you pronounce it? Their go-to saxophonist on a number of tunes. So yes, this tune, it not only has these, soul pop stylings, which I associate with them, and we'll see over a larger journey, including through this CD, whether there's some other flavors in their work, which I would not be surprised by. But yes, it has a very soulful sound, it's got a bit of drama to it, it's got some incredible sax work, and it's got great vocals, which I also associate with Hall & Oates. So yes, I'm aware of their evolution as a duo, and I know currently they've decided to call it quits. I think the legal dispute between them has been put to bed or resolved, but my understanding is both of them have said, there's no more reunion, Hall & Oates is done. So yes, that's unfortunate, but they've left behind some great music from what I understand, including a handful of songs I know firsthand. And yes, in terms of the lyrics, as I'm recalling them, I can't think of every line here in the moment, but the song speaks to a woman who has a great allure, who comes out at night and can be very enticing, but is also dangerous and will devour you and leave you in a bad way as she goes on to her next prey. So it's the type of woman that is undeniably attractive, but a tricky pursuit for someone who is a suitor and who will, again, probably leave you eaten and left by the wayside as she moves on to her next target. So let's give it a listen. This is the track Maneater by Hall & Oates, included on their Greatest Hits Rock and Soul Part 1 compilation. Woof. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes. Oh, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes. She'll only come out at night. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. She's a man-eater. I need the extended mix of this track in my life. It's just every bit as good as I remembered and more. There were a couple elements of that came back in the moment, including some of those vocal flourishes from Daryl in the end. And ultimately, I love that like tension string. I don't know if it's a string, it might be like a keyboard chord, but like there's this singular like monotone melodic element right in the middle of the track that gives it the tension, it gives it the feeling of danger very effectively, and that groovy bass, it's very danceable but also a bit menacing. The little sonic touches, like there's this little tap tap sort of percussive rhythm, there's that like sort of rhythm guitar flourish, or not flourish but like feature of the track that gives it a bit of substance and texture. And yes, I love the way it sort of goes into a more poppy vibe in the verses, and then the chorus, again, it has this like a bit dangerous and soulful sound. And again, that saxophone, which like it starts subtle, just a couple little graceful melodic lines, and then even when it gets to the solo section, and I love how it strips down, it's just kind of the bass line and the beat before the sax actually comes in that solo section, and then it just gets a bit more intense, it starts flourishing a bit more and more, and I love the way the tune is laid out in terms of the chronology and the way just all the parts work. And there's a couple lines I wasn't thinking of, I wasn't recalling in the moment, the idea that if you're looking for love, it's going to be tough, like, you might find some passion, you might find something of what you're looking for, but if you're looking for some long-term, monogamous love relationship with this woman, you're gonna get chewed up and spit out, and she's gonna, leave you by the side of the road as she moves on to her next target. So you're in the wrong game if you're looking for love here. If you're looking for something more superficial or whatever, maybe, but ultimately, she's in control here. She's the one who will be deciding terms. And if you're not aware of that, if you're emotionally naive or you're, vulnerable in that way, there's trouble afoot. So, yeah, I love all the, tiger metaphors. Come out at night and, she'll devour you, she'll tear your world apart. So, the claws and the fangs of the emotional situation come across very effectively. And again, just great vocals. So, shout out to Hall, shout out to Oates, shout out to Yvonne, shout out to Lori. I am very much looking forward to going through this CD and hopefully more Hall & Oates after that. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.